All right, be honest. How many times have you stared at your to-do list, felt completely overwhelmed, and then somehow ended up watching Netflix or scrolling on your phone? You know you have things to do, important things, but suddenly you're on your couch, deep into a YouTube rabbit hole about how ancient Romans used to brush their teeth. Apparently they used urine. Let's not talk about that. Or maybe you sit down, fully determined to be productive, but then you get the sudden, irresistible urge to reorganize your sock drawer, look up flights to Tokyo, and then, for no logical reason, Google, can ducks be allergic to water? Yeah, I've been there too. But here's the thing, productivity isn't about working harder. It's about working smarter. And today, I'm going to show you how to actually get things done, even when you don't feel like it, through real-life, very relatable stories, including one where I totally failed. Story number 1, the burnout trap. A few months ago, I had this brilliant idea. I was going to completely optimize my life. No more procrastination, no more wasted time. I was going to wake up at 5 a.m. every day, go to the gym, drink a green smoothie, meditate, journal, read a book, take an ice bath, plan my day down to the minute, and basically become the CEO of my own existence. I mean, successful people wake up at 5 a.m., right? If I just followed their routine, I'd be a millionaire by Tuesday. Guess how long that lasted? 2 days. On day 1, I felt like an unstoppable productivity beast. I crushed my workout, read 20 pages of a self-improvement book, and even did that weird breathing thing that monks do. I was hyped. Day 2, slightly less motivated, but I pushed through. Day 3, I slept through my alarm, woke up exhausted, and immediately rage hit snooze like my life depended on it. I was grumpy, drained, and suddenly back to square one. And you know what I did to cope? I binge-watched an entire Netflix series in one sitting. Nice productivity system, right? That's when I realized productivity isn't about doing the most. It's about doing what actually works for you. See, I was trying to force a lifestyle that wasn't mine. I don't function well at 5 a.m. My body hates ice baths, and meditating for 30 minutes just makes me fall asleep. And the worst part? When you try to do too much at once and fail, you don't just fail, you start feeling guilty, like you're just not disciplined enough. But that's not true. The real problem? You're setting yourself up for failure by making your new habits too extreme. So here's the fix. Instead of trying to overhaul your entire life overnight, just focus on one small change at a time. Want to wake up earlier? Move your alarm back by 15 minutes instead of 2 hours. Want to read more? Start with 5 pages, not 50. Want to eat healthier? Add 1 vegetable to your meal. Don't force yourself into an all-kale diet. Small, consistent progress beats unsustainable, all-or-nothing plans. Story number 2. The just 5 minutes trick. Ever had that one task you kept putting off because it felt too overwhelming? Last week I had to clean my disaster of a room. And when I say disaster, I mean it looked like a crime scene where the only crime was not folding your laundry for 3 months. Every time I walked in, I'd think, wow, I should really clean this up. But instead of doing that, I'd just leave. So one day I told myself, I'll just clean for 5 minutes. That's it. That's all. Just 5 minutes. And you know what happened? I started picking up one sock, then another, then some papers, then I wiped my desk down, and before I knew it, 5 minutes turned into 10, then 15, and an hour later, my room actually looked livable again. The lesson? Starting is the hardest part. Once you start, your brain goes, well, I'm already doing it, might as well keep going. And this works for everything. Writing that essay, going to the gym, answering emails. The trick is just to start with the tiniest possible step, because once you're in motion, it's way easier to keep going. Story number 3, the social media black hole. You ever open TikTok for just a quick break, and then suddenly it's 2 hours later and you're watching a video on how otters hold hands while they sleep? This is what I call the social media black hole. It sucks you in with one innocent video, and then the algorithm drags you into the depths of distraction, faster than you can say, just one more scroll. And the worst part? We don't even enjoy it half the time. We just do it because it's easier than doing something productive. So here's what I did to stop falling into this trap. Step 1. I put my phone in another room when I work, because if I have to physically stand up and walk to get it, my laziness works in my favor. Step 2. I started giving myself actual social media breaks. Instead of scrolling mindlessly whenever I felt bored, I set intentional 5-minute breaks where I could guilt-free check my phone. And you know what? It actually made social media feel fun again. When you set clear boundaries with your distractions, you get way more done in less time. So let's recap. Stop trying to change your entire life overnight. Small changes win every time. If you're procrastinating, just do 5 minutes. It'll trick your brain into starting. Control your distractions before they control you. Put your phone out of reach. Try just one of these today, and I promise, you'll feel 10 times more productive without feeling overwhelmed. Oh, and if you found this helpful, Hit that like button and subscribe so YouTube knows I'm kind of cool. And now I gotta go not scroll TikTok for 3 hours. Probably. See you in the next one.